What the heckle? This past weekend, comedian Ariel Elias was on stage performing at a club in New Jersey where she got into a back and forth with a Trump-supporting Karen, and this happened, all right? That's right. Karen's knuckle-dragging husband threw a beer at the comedian. Salute to Ariel for handling it like a G, okay? But she also definitely handled it like a white person, because there ain't no way a black person is drinking that damn beer, all right? But here's my question to the panel. Like, as a performer, media personality, is this happening more? Like, I done been punched in my head, you know, a couple of times out here in these streets for things that I said, but do y'all feel like we just have to accept that this is where we are in society? Like, we just might get ran up on, Amber? Whether it's on stage, out and about?
100%. There is a marked difference between before Donald Trump was elected and after Donald Trump was elected. Ooh, okay. I know a lot of places, a lot of comedy places, a lot of improv places have had to enact new ejection rules where you only have to do a few things before you get ejected, because it has escalated to beer throwing so much these past few years that now the rules for being at a comedy club have had to change, which is ridiculous. People are throwing beers. I just think at that child is like 20 years old. You gonna throw a beer at her?
You seen who she threw the beer at?
Yeah.
She wouldn't throw that shit at Adele Givens. She wouldn't throw that shit at, you know what I mean? Like, come on, let's be real, bro.
Some more with a shot back?
Come on, took her earrings out. Where that bitch at, though? I'm throwing a beer back. I'm not that nigga. I'm hitting you back. If you come up on stage, I'm taking the mic and I'm gonna bust you in your face, and then we're gonna ask questions afterwards, period.
Has that happened to you, Marlon, before?
Nah, it don't happen to me much, because I don't know. I mean, I don't play the audience participation thing. I do a show. If you heckle too much, you get out. But if you come toward the stage, I'm sorry. I gotta hit you first and ask questions later.
Wait, Jamel, I always wonder this, because you know, you say things that people don't necessarily like, and have you ever been approached in the street?
No, I mean, to quote that great urban philosopher, Cedric the Entertainer, I wish a motherfucker would. I mean, 'cause I used to tell people all the time. I was like,
urban philosopher.
No, for real. Like, I used to tell people all the time, like, especially when I was at ESPN, and after I said those things about Trump, which was the height of the security threats for me, is that, like, don't let this ESPN shit fool you. I'm from Detroit.
That's right.
From the real hood,
What
not
up,
the rap.
though?
What up, though? From the real hood, not the rap hood. So you run up on me, you have to worry about me, and you have to worry about my 6'2" husband.
Woody.
Yes, exactly. You got to worry about him as well. But to her point, I think it has been a definite change. The boldness has increased.
Yeah.
And you said after he was elected, that was step one. Step two was the insurrection. Because I think especially after that, when they were allowed to run up on their own government, that is when I think a lot of people decided, well, there's really no boundary. Even though I'm in an entertainment venue and I've just paid to be entertained by you, they feel like they're a part of the act.
I really am white.
Marlon, you mentioned hecklers earlier, right? And we all say that we're for freedom of speech, but aren't the hecklers practicing freedom of speech?
Not when other people are paying their money. When other people are paying their money, you should be respectful. And I think that the people that pay their money to come see the comedian, those 300 people, those 3,000 people, sometimes they want to jump your ass. So I would shut the fuck up, sit down and enjoy the show.
I will say that after Rock and Chappelle, this white-on-white comedy crime is just the universe evening things out, to me. Anyway.